It started a few months ago when I lost my job. You know how it is. You think you're doing fine, and then suddenly you're at rock bottom, desperately refreshing job boards. A friend of mine, who's always been into weird internet stuff, casually suggested, "Why don't you check out the dark web? People post gigs there all the time." I laughed it off at first, but when you're broke and panicking, bad ideas start to sound good. So, I downloaded the Tor browser, set everything up, and before I knew it, I was scrolling through some seriously shady listings. Most of them were ridiculous. Hack a bank account, ship exotic animals, stuff I'd never consider. Then I saw this one post. It was simple. Need someone to take pictures. $5,000 per job. No questions. That kind of money doesn't just fall into your lap, right? But the post seemed straightforward. No illegal hacking or smuggling, just pictures. I thought, how bad could it be? The chat room where I applied was just as strange. The guy, or whoever it was, never asked my name. No introductions. They just typed, "Meet me downtown at this address, 2 a.m. Take pictures of the house." I remember sitting there, staring at the screen, feeling like I should back out. But $5,000 was enough to pay my rent for months. That night, I drove out to this rundown part of town. The house was a nightmare. Broken windows, weeds taller than me, no lights. The kind of place that feels alive even though it's empty. I kept telling myself, in and out, just pictures. I snapped a few shots, front door, windows, the yard, sent them through the app, and within minutes, $5,000 hit my Bitcoin wallet. It felt too good to be true. And it was. A new message popped up almost immediately. Next job, same house, 3 a.m. Be inside. I should have said no. I knew I should have said no. But $5,000 had already changed my life, and now they were offering another $10,000. I convinced myself it would be fine. The next night, I went back. The front door was unlocked. The inside smelled like mold and something metallic, like old blood. The air was thick, heavy, like the house was holding its breath. I took a few pictures, walls, furniture, an empty fireplace. Then I heard it. A creak, soft but unmistakable. Upstairs. I froze. My heart was pounding so hard I thought it would burst. I slowly backed toward the door, my phone shaking in my hand. And that's when my phone buzzed. A new message. "Stay where you are." I ran. I didn't even look behind me. I just ran. I deleted the app, the browser, everything, and I haven't touched the dark web since. I've always been a tech geek. I love finding old gadgets and seeing what secrets they hold. So, when I found an ancient laptop at a flea market for practically nothing, I couldn't resist. The seller didn't even make eye contact when I bought it. Just shoved it into a bag and muttered, "All sales final." When I got home, I powered it up. To my surprise, it worked. Kind of. The screen flickered and it was slow, but there was one folder on the desktop. Archive. Something about it felt wrong, but curiosity got the better of me. Inside the folder were hundreds of video files. The first one I opened was grainy, like it was shot on an old security camera. It showed a small room with concrete walls. In the center was a man tied to a chair. He looked terrified. At first I thought it was some kind of art project or prank. But then I noticed the date stamp, 2 days ago. I felt a chill crawl up my spine. I clicked another video. It was the same room, but a different person. This time a woman, crying, shaking. Each video was worse than the last. Some of them screamed, begged for help. Others just sat there, silent, like they'd given up. Then I noticed something else. In the corner of each video, there was a clock, a countdown. I was sweating. My hands were shaking. I wanted to stop watching, but I couldn't. I clicked on one last file. The person in the video turned their head slightly, like they were looking toward the camera, toward me. I slammed the laptop shut. My mind was racing. Who filmed these? How did this end up at a flea market? I grabbed the laptop, drove to the nearest dumpster, and tossed it in. I felt relieved. For about an hour, That's when I got home and found the USB drive sitting on my desk. It wasn't mine. Back in college, my roommate Jake was obsessed with the dark web. He was always bragging about the creepy sites he'd found, like it was some kind of badge of honor. One night, he dragged me into his room, grinning like an idiot. "You have to see this," he said. He'd found a live auction site. The listings were bizarre: locks of hair, jars of teeth. The bids were insane. Who pays $10,000 for a random jar? But then the items got darker. One listing was a blurry photo of a hospital bed with the caption, "Premium Organ Delivery." I felt sick. I told Jake to turn it off, but he just laughed. Then the next item came up. It was a live feed of a girl sitting in a chair, blindfolded. She was young, maybe a teenager. The caption read, "Package includes full access." I told Jake this wasn't funny anymore, but he wouldn't stop watching. The bids were climbing fast. $20,000, $30,000. I was shaking, telling him to shut it down, and then the feed glitched. For a split second, the girl's blindfold slipped. She looked at the camera, directly at us. I lost it. I slammed Jake's laptop shut and told him to delete everything. He rolled his eyes, but later that week, we got a package. No return address. Inside was a Polaroid of our dorm room, taken from the doorway. We moved out that same day.